The anterior pituitary consists of gland tissue that produces and secretes 6 major hormones. One of those hormones is growth hormone. It is released from the anterior pituitary when the anterior pituitary is stimulated by growth hormone releasing hormone from the hypothalamus. As its name implies, growth hormone regulates growth, protein synthesis, and mitosis, which is cell division, so that the body can build new tissues. It is an anabolic hormone, which means that it is a tissue-building hormone. The primary targets of growth hormone are adipose tissue, the liver, muscles, bones, and cartilages. In adipose tissue, it stimulates the breakdown and release of fatty acids into the blood so that the body can metabolize those as a fuel source instead of using glucose. This is called the glucose-sparing effect. In the liver, growth hormone stimulates the breakdown of glycogen, which is a starch, into glucose, and then it releases that glucose into the bloodstream. At the muscles, the bones, and the cartilages, it stimulates growth indirectly by causing these structures to produce insulin-like growth factors. The insulin-like growth factors then feed back in order to stimulate those tissues to increase their uptake of amino acids and glucose from the blood, which prompts greater tissue building. Thyroid-stimulating hormone is secreted from the anterior pituitary when the gland is stimulated by thyrotropin-releasing hormone that comes from the hypothalamus. The hormone targets the thyroid gland and stimulates the secretion of thyroid hormones from the thyroid gland. When levels of thyroid hormone in the blood are elevated, this creates a negative feedback mechanism which then slows the release of thyroid-stimulating hormone from the anterior pituitary. Adrenocorticotropic hormone is secreted when the pituitary is stimulated by corticotropin-releasing hormone from the hypothalamus. Adrenocorticotropic hormone specifically targets the cortex of the adrenal gland and stimulates the release of steroid hormones from that gland. Follicle-stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone are released from the anterior pituitary when it is stimulated by gonadotropin-releasing hormone from the hypothalamus. Both follicle-stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone target the gonads, that is the ovaries and the testes. Follicle-stimulating hormone stimulates the production and maturation of ova from the ovaries for females and stimulates the production of sperm in the testes for males. Luteinizing hormone stimulates the secretion of steroid sex hormones by the endocrine cells of the ovaries and the testes. For the ovaries, luteinizing hormone stimulates the release of estrogens and progesterone. For the testes, luteinizing hormone stimulates the release of testosterone. The final hormone from the anterior pituitary is called prolactin. It primarily targets the mammary glands and stimulates milk production and lactation after childbirth. During pregnancy, it promotes the development of the mammary glands.